Hello. I've instructed Danny not to give me any close-ups because I have been feeding these two babies around the clock, so I am tired. And these guys are not. They are not tired. These guys are hungry. So I thought maybe I would show you the fine art of bottle feeding. These babies, hello little babies. I've mixed up some formula, and in order to get these guys to feed, here we go, babies, you want to let them kind of orient themselves to the bottle, to the nipple. Come on, little baby. Come on, little baby. Come on. There we go. That's a good baby. All right. Now what we're doing here is pups like to push against their moms when they're nursing. So I'm trying to keep the bottle upright. I'm trying to give him something to hold. We're trying to mimic the experience of feeding for this little baby. And I'm trying to keep his brother from falling off my lap. So it's a lot of things to do at once, and I'm doing the best I can with that. Here we go. Then you can get this little guy underneath him, waiting his turn rather impatiently. But you can see these guys are thriving. They're 2 weeks, 2 days old today. Okay, so we don't want them to have too much at one time. So it is possible actually to burp a puppy a little bit. Oh, look at this guy trying to trying to feed himself. You're pretty clever. But meanwhile, we have to burp this baby. And basically you just hold them upright. Give them a little bit of caressing. You know, feeding is an emotional and social, oh, I know, that was a nice burp. Good for you. It's a social, it's an emotional thing. And so we really want our pups to be emotionally taken care of, because they will be helping to take care of a child emotionally. So certainly we want that to go well. Okay, now this poor little baby, look, he's trying to feed himself. You're trying to feed yourself. That's very clever of you. But here, let me help you. So we'll try again. There we go. Good little baby. Alright. So we'll give him a little bit of lunch. And again, he likes to press. Alright. Very nice. Good little baby. These guys can see now, and they can hear, and they love me, and I love them. And they get all excited when they hear my voice now, which is a nice thing. They've started to make all kinds of noises on their own. It's an interesting way. I wouldn't have selected this way, but it is an interesting way to raise pups, especially pups with such genetic social potential, because they are super responsive pups. And I really think that they're on their way to being able to really form a nice relationship with the child that they're going to be serving. Alright, it's a little much for you. Let's have a little bit of a burp for you. Okay. And then once we get a little bit of a feeding, that was probably about a half a feeding, sometimes their bellies are pretty big, but they still want to suck. And one of the reasons here is it'd probably take more sucking action. Now, one other thing we need to do for these babies that the mom would have done for them has to do with elimination. I've been doing this since they were teeny tiny, right? I know, you're a good baby. But today's a happy day because Nolly's off antibiotics. I don't know if nursing's in the cards for her and the babies, but I do know that however things work out, I'm ready to continue to stand in or to step aside, okay? But no matter how things work out, I've really had a nice time with these babies. Hello, little baby. And these puppies are really beautiful. So I'll see you again when we're introducing the pups to Nolly.